My name's Linda and I'm the Street Outreach Coordinator here at Glasgow City Mission. For many years, Glasgow City Mission has connected with those in our city confined to a life on the streets. Whether begging, sleeping rough or struggling with addiction, we have always sought to provide comfort and relational support to those in need. Today, our aim is no different and we're providing a higher level and more diverse range of support than ever before. We currently have 5 teams that walk the streets each week looking out for anybody that might require some kind of assistance. Often this might be as simple as helping to make a phone call, assistance with accommodation matters, or just a general chat. Our teams are also trained in administering basic first aid naloxone when necessary and have a knowledge of a wide range of services available to people struggling with homelessness across the city. Our primary goal is to connect with individuals on the streets and build relationships based on trust and understanding. We want to provide support, hope and a pathway towards a better future. We encounter a diverse range of individuals, each with their own unique story, and our mission to support anyone who finds themselves on the street in whatever capacity, whether they're battling addiction, mental health, or simply facing circumstances beyond their control. Often we hear these individuals that they feel overlooked and forgotten by people walking past them on a daily basis. And so our team will always remind people that we value them, that we listen to them, and we see them. And we do this by speaking words of affirmation and truth, offering prayer to anybody who is open to receiving it or requests it. Our teams usually consist of both a member of staff and a volunteer, and each time they leave our building to begin a shift, they do so with a bag full of essential items in preparation for any situations they may encounter. Typically, this might be a first aid kit, naloxone for anybody experiencing an opioid overdose, bars of chocolate, always good, essential warm clothing such as gloves, hats, scarves and foil blankets. They will walk the streets for a few hours, seeking out individuals presenting some kind of need. A lot of our teams engage with street beggars who usually have some kind of accommodation, however, their needs are equally significant. We regularly remind people that they are welcome to come to our building for a hot meal and a cup of tea, to access our counselling service or link in with our rehab pathways team if they're struggling with addiction. Sometimes, however, the need is more immediate. We recently met 3 individuals on the street who identified us by our branded jackets. They had all, for different reasons, lost their accommodation and were facing a night of sleeping on the streets. After a few phone calls and working collaboratively with some of our partner agencies, we managed to support all 3 individuals back into accommodation and link them back with their addiction workers to help with further support that they were needing. There are many people either begging or rough sleeping that will never choose to access support in person, and often we're able to advocate on their behalf and help work towards positive solutions. However, one of our main aims is finding ways to encourage these people to come along and engage with us here at our city centre building. It's a safe space where we can provide long-term assistance and support an individual far more effectively in our space than on the street. We also understand that it can take a long time for a person to trust us to the point where they choose to come to our building. And that trust is first and only earned through consistently engaging with and being a familiar face to those individuals on the street. We want to see all these lives changed and transformed, and the cycle of homelessness, addiction and poverty broken.